Hi, I'm Sylphie. My greatest adventure began in the Whispering Glade, where I met Breeze, a dragon with a kind heart but a heavy secret. He was heir to Gravestone, a tyrant ruling the Craglands with fear, and he doubted he could ever break free of his father's shadow. But I saw strength in Breeze, even if he didn't. When Gravestone confronted us, I distracted him, giving Breeze the chance to find his courage. And he did. Breeze stood up to his father, not with anger, but with resolve, proving that true power comes from unity, not fear. Together, we began healing the Craglands, inspiring others to join us. Looking back, I've learned that even a small spark of courage can ignite great change. And that's a story worth sharing. And now, let's dive into this extraordinary adventure.
Sylphie stood atop the Whispering Glade, her bright pink wings shimmering in the sunlight. Unlike other fairies who stayed close to home, Sylphie loved exploring the unknown. That morning, she'd heard rumors of strange winds near the Wailing Cliffs and decided to investigate. As she approached the cliffs, a powerful gust nearly swept her off her feet. The wind felt playful and alive. Suddenly, a dragon emerged from the clouds, a sleek, silver-blue creature with scales that sparkled like dew. "Who are you?" Sylphie called out, steadying herself. "I'm Breeze," the dragon replied, landing nearby with a cheerful grin. "And who are you, little fairy?" Sylphie bristled. "I'm Sylphie, and I'm not little," she said, standing tall. Despite his teasing, she couldn't help but be drawn to his friendly demeanor. Over the next few days, Sylphie and Breeze formed a bond. They flew together, Breeze teaching Sylphie to ride air currents, while she shared stories of the enchanted forest. Yet, one afternoon, as they rested by a crystal-clear spring, Breeze grew unusually quiet. "What's wrong?" Sylphie asked. Breeze hesitated. "I haven't told you the whole truth," he admitted. "I'm the heir to Gravestone." Sylphie's eyes widened. Gravestone was the tyrannical earth dragon whose rule had turned the Craglands into a desolate wasteland. "My mother fled his domain when I was still an egg," Breeze continued. "She didn't want me to grow up under his rule. But now Gravestone is looking for me. He knows I exist." Sylphie frowned. "If you're his heir, that means you have the power to overthrow him. You could end his tyranny." Breeze shook his head. "I'm not like him. I don't want to fight. I just want to live in peace." Before Sylphie could respond, the ground began to quake. Gravestone had found them. The ancient dragon emerged from the shadows. His massive frame encased in jagged, stone-like scales, and his burning eyes fixed on Breeze. "You've been hiding long enough," Gravestone rumbled. "It's time to claim your place at my side, or be destroyed." Breeze froze in fear, but Sylphie stepped forward. "He's not going with you," she declared. Gravestone laughed, the ground trembling with his deep, menacing voice. "And what will you do, little fairy?" Knowing she couldn't overpower Gravestone, Sylphie used her agility and magic to distract him. She flew circles around the massive dragon, casting shimmering illusions to confuse and frustrate him. "Breeze, go," she shouted. Flight is safety. But Breeze didn't move. Instead, he watched as Sylphie risked herself for him. Something stirred inside him, a sense of responsibility he'd been avoiding for too long. "I won't fight you," Breeze said, his voice calm but firm. "But I won't join you either." Gravestone growled and lunged toward him. This time, Breeze stood his ground, spreading his wings wide and summoning a powerful gust of wind. The force knocked Gravestone back, his stony armor cracking slightly. "You have the power to rule," Gravestone roared. "Why deny your destiny?" "Because ruling through fear isn't my destiny," Breeze replied. "Peace is." Gravestone, though furious, realized he was outmatched. With one last growl, he retreated into the shadows, vowing to return. Sylphie landed beside Breeze, her wings still glowing faintly. "You are incredible," she said. You don't have to fight like him to be strong. Breeze gave her a small smile. I didn't want to stand up to him, but you showed me what bravery looks like. In the days that followed, Sylphie and Breeze worked together. They healed the lands Gravestone had scarred. Breeze used his wind magic to carry seeds and water across the barren Craglands, while Sylphie's fairy magic coaxed life from the soil. Their efforts inspired fairies and dragons alike to join them. Though Gravestone's threat remained, Sylphie and Breeze knew they had planted the seeds of hope. Together, they proved that strength didn't come from domination but from uniting to build a better future. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel to catch more of the Dragon series.